Radha everyone. A very warm welcome to our Bhagavad Gita study class. Last week we had such an enlightening experience learning and going through the Bhagavad Gita um, as created by Swamiji. And this week we have an even more exciting topic. So without any further ado, I know I'm very curious about what it's going to be. So let us get started. Firstly, Minuji will be doing the prayer to Lord Krishna and Guru, after which Gaganji will lead us into the session.
Thank you, Lavina ji, and Radhe Radhe, everybody. A very warm welcome to our Bhagavad Gita study session. Let's start with a prayer to Guru, Lord Krishna, and Radharani. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Ladinim Shakti Rupini.
So in case you haven't seen it yet, either on the portal or the WhatsApp groups, this is the flyer for today. Did anything catch anyone's eye? So, Lavina ji, anything that piqued your curiosity as you mentioned?
Gaganji, I saw the part where it says, how about we own up to? And I'm thinking, because we tend to think that we already good. There's nothing wrong with us, so what are we owning up to? But then I realized, and then I saw the person and he looks like he's surrendering. So that really caught my eyes.
And while you all think about that, I'm just going to say, Mommy, you might have noticed as well, but it's pure coincidence. We have Surendraji with us as well. I know he often goes by the variation of that name, the same spelling, of course. So maybe we'll hear from him.
Yes, yes, yes.
He has messaged me that it needs to be cent percent, so 100%. So that is certainly a valuable response from Surendraji. Thank you. So Surendraji now messaged me that, yeah, his one is approximately 45%. So we'll take that down. Thank you for sharing that. Sai Vinodji has said 100. That is amazing. Daleji, you messaged an answer. I'm going to pretend I cannot read it. So can you say that out to us, please? Radhe Radhe, good morning.
Morning. I put 20%. I really don't know exactly. I mean, if I divided the number of hours in the day and maybe 2 hours I could give to it, it's much less than that.
I am joining from Georgia.
Georgia?
And I really don't know where I'm at. I might think it's 0.
Okay.
Because as Gail said, the percentage, but I try to keep Lord Krishna in my heart, and it's up to my guru and Hari to judge that. I have no idea. I'm ignorant. I don't know nothing.
I do see in the chat window a couple more responses. Vandanaji has said, just like a newborn baby in the spiritual world, learning every single day. Wenji also saying that it's less than 100%. So with that, let's get into our second question. Mommy's going to talk us through that.
We think that happiness is in the world and not in God.
In the chat window, Suryaji has said free will, or in essence, false ego as well. Indeed. Vandaniji has said unable to develop 100% faith. Faith, of course, as we mentioned many times, that's extremely important. And Dilji, please go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Vandanaji. I was thinking in terms of that I don't really believe that God is present all the time. I mean, I don't believe that fully 24 hours a day, 365.
I think it is material obligations. Whatever we are in our day-to-day life, there are occasions when we tend to be 100%, but then we are taken off. That is why I said that 55-45 is the problem.
Got it.
Our intention is 99%. I can't say 100%. I want to be 99, but there are. Thank you for such a wonderful topic you have raised today. Very good. Gaganji, so nice of you.
has immediately replied.
Suryaji,
And yes, and he has given the right number. It is 4 kinds. Gopalji has also given the answer 4.
all right.
So it seems our participants are on top of everything from chapter 7.
Sri Krishna, after having brought us to the point of surrender, now he twists the topic and says those who don't surrender. Says 4 kinds of people. Second category, those who are aware. They have come to satsang, they have heard lectures, they have read the scriptures, and even though knowing, they don't surrender. Now, we are also not surrendered, because if we were surrendered, we would have received the grace, and we would have crossed over Maya. We would have been God realized. The fact that we are still under Maya means that yet there's a deficiency in our surrender, which means that we fall in one of these 4 categories. So which category do we fall in? So only one category remains, and this is the second category. Sri Krishna has used a very strong word, naradham, for those who are lazy, who are careless, who are knowing that they are supposed to surrender and yet not doing it. But think deeply. We are all in this category. So Maharajji used to say that, look, I don't have such high expectations from you. I don't think that in one day you will become a saint. But what you can do, you are not doing. That is the pity.
Again, Punarukti, repetition. It's a very simple, short answer. We know the number. It's 4 in the chat window, but it'll help all of us remember that again. And so, with those responses coming through, everybody saying 4, we're all on the same page. Mummy shall take us into that. Next question. Maybe Bilji, if I can call upon you. I see that you've messaged an answer in the chat window, and you are, of course, on video and audio. So Bilji, if you don't mind, please go ahead. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. So those are the first category. Ignorant people are those people who don't know the purpose of life. And so they go through life with basically just material goals and ambitions because they don't know the spiritual purpose of life.
They are not completely know the knowledge that they have to surrender, and there is no importance of God in their life because they are totally involved in satisfying themselves, not the happiness of the God. You know, they are not even aware that they should think about God. You know, they are mudha. Mudha means one who doesn't know the importance and purpose of life. Yeah, thank you.
Well said, yeah. Thank you so much.
Great answer, Annapurnaji, great answer. And that is how we all need to, as when we do these verses, I insist again and again upon increasing our Sanskrit vocabulary. And that is here, Annapurnaji has reminded us that these people who are ignorant, they are called mudha, mudhaha. Okay, so these people don't even know. Very nice. Thank you so much, Annapurnaji.
Okay, thank you.
I think they are not only ignorant about the God, they are also ignorant about what is the purpose of surrendering. Why should we surrender? No, as simple as that. They have never realized what is grace. So unless they know what surrender brings to us, they will not surrender. The ignorance is to that level. I must appreciate that this short video that you have shown is the real hitting on the head. That's the right proportion you have shown. That I must appreciate.
Grazing goats who are unaware.
Grazing goats who are unaware. I like that. I like the alliteration as well. Yeah, grazing goats.
So those goats are we ignorant people, basically. Okay. Whenever we see somebody is in trouble, there is some problem with somebody, or there is some disease that has happened with somebody, we don't realize that we are like those goats. We continue our normal life. We never realize that tomorrow the same thing is going to happen to us.
Well, I'm reminded of a story from the Mahabharata when King Yudhisthira is presented with a question from one of his subjects, and he says, "Come back tomorrow." And Bhim orders a great celebration, and Yudhisthira says, "Well, why are you doing this?" And Bhim says, "Because you told him to come back tomorrow, which means you must think you're immortal, that tomorrow will definitely be there."
And I just got a feedback from my wife saying, is this ignorance or innocence?
Combination of both.
Yeah.
Okay. Innocence, why? Because those who haven't moved into this path of spirituality, so they wouldn't even know what is the purpose of life. They are just innocently sometimes busy. And sometimes people are ignorant that they never try also to see what these other people who are on path of spirituality, what they are trying to learn. So it's a combination of both, but lot of ignorance,
Yeah.
you know.
Just one quick follow-up question, if I'm not distracting you. If it is innocence, would the Supreme, being a father, provide or intervene and provide that knowledge? That's the...
And yes, if it is innocence, yes, then that intervention does happen from God's side. Those who are innocent, God does his intervention and he provides some clue or some indication by which the soul is then directed towards the path of spirituality. It does happen. So good to see you, Sureji, and so good to see that your wife also behind the scenes is enjoying and participating. I mean, it is again God's grace, right? It is again God's grace that we are all, we can feel it happening, that you join and somehow your wife has also then started participating. It's God's intervention. Yeah.
My cheat sheet is this, Mataji.
Yes, wonderful. Yes, and yes, it is all Swamiji's Bhagavad Gita that has all guided us on this path of spirituality, and we are together on this platform, enjoying this blessing. This is a great blessing for all of us. Thank you so much.
Yes, regarding innocence and ignorance, I think virtually all cultures, all societies have their what's called mythologies. Of the Greeks did, the Indians did in the southwest part of the United States, the Norse did. So it seems natural for all cultures to look at this question of who is accountable for us to be here and what are we supposed to be doing through their mythologies. The people with diluted intellect, type of gyan, aparita, or something like that, that person is described, they have diluted intellects.
Apahrita jnana. Apahrita jnana. Okay. That is the word you are trying to say, Bilji. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So we are all very interested in increasing our Sanskrit vocabulary. First was Mura. We have not discussed the second one. We are discussing the third category. And third category is those whose minds are or intellects are diluted. And they are called apahrita jnana. That means they are those with deluded intellect.
And Lavina ji, your hand was up very quickly. Tell us, please, where are you going to take us?
we should move from knowledge to knowledge instead of ignorance to ignorance.
Venji, Lavina ji, Vandana ji, Surya ji, they have been messaging and very good correct answers. So, okay, Dale ji, you can go ahead.
Yeah. It's the people that are demons, people that Asuram, I believe is the Sanskrit name for them. And these are the people that actually do understand that there is a God, but they're actually opposing against God, instead of trying to connect and move forward with His presence.
Yeah, Vandana ji is very fast today. She is replying, giving the correct answers very fast. Wonderful, Vandana ji. Thank you so much. Bill ji, yes.
Lazy is the short word that they know everything about, but they still say, "Kya ho jayega? Koi zarurat nahi hai hame God ki." That is the normal within commas, I will say.
I know Surinder ji said in Hindi, many people will delay this, right? So they'll say, "Kya ho jayega? What will happen?" And Swamiji in the video also said, "It's okay, I'll do it 10 years later. It's okay, I'll do it after retirement. Oh, I'm very smart. I know that we keep getting reincarnated. I'm going to do that in the next life. Let me enjoy this one," right? And then that cycle just keeps getting stretched and stretched.
Yeah, we can replace laziness, that counter laziness, with some inspiration. And I would like to thank you. I have gone through this video several times, but this question answer sessions, this has clicked me today. So thank you for this. It's like it has hit me hard that, hey, I'm the second category and I know what I have to do, but I'm not doing this. So this is a great eye opener. So thank you for this video. This is my wow moment now. Thank you.
Indeed, yep. Bilji has it, Suryaji has it. So yeah, Bilji, if you can just read us, tell us out what that number is as well for video, audio. Which verse is it from chapter 7?
Verse 15.
Namam dushkritino mudhaha prapadyante naradhamaha mayaya pahrita jnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. So this is the verse number 15 that we were talking about today. All the questions, we saw Swamiji's video on this surrender, which are the 4 categories of people who do not surrender to God. Now let's quickly learn 5 important words, which we learned when we did this verse in detail also. So the first word is dushkritino. Dushkritina or dushkritinaha. That means the evildoers. Okay. The next word is mudhaha. Mudhaha means the ignorant people. Third important word is naradhamaha. Swamiji also talks about this. Naradhamaha, that means those who lazily follow their lower nature. Fourth word is apahrita jnana. Apahrita jnana means those with deluded intellect. And fifth one is asuram. Asuram means those with demonic nature. So these are the 5 words we all must practice tonight so that we increase our Sanskrit vocabulary. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.